The Sports Talk Recruiting Report is sponsored by Seawell's Catering.
Let's give you the recruiting report tonight. A lot of stuff happening over the weekend. Some things happening today, all brought to you by Seawell's. A reminder, if you're going to head over to the soccer match at Williams-Brice Stadium, that's coming up, August the 3rd, I think it is? Seawell's will have game day parking for you, just like they do during football season. Just give them a call at 803-771-7385 or email them at seawellscatering@gmail.com. And, their parking is very good and convenient to Williams-Brice Stadium. It's a nice flat walk, especially if the state fairgrounds are open. You can walk right through, and no hills to have to traverse or anything like that. It's a good parking area over there at Seawell. So give them a call and get you a parking spot for the soccer match, 803-771-7385. And, of course, if you're still looking for parking for Gamecock football season, they've got that as well. And, for the best in the catering business, we suggest you give Seawell's a call. Let them handle your very special event because they will treat it like it's their own special event. 803-771-7385, online at SeawellsCateringSC.com. And the daily luncheon buffet, of course, rolls on throughout the week from 11 till 2. So make sure you get over there for that. All right, so Saturday, Clemson came away the winner in the contest for defensive end Bryce Davis, 6'4", 240, out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Had a final group of Clemson, South Carolina, Georgia, and Duke. Seems like he bounced around from one to the other as he went through the process. I think at one time or another, each one of those schools might have felt like they had the edge. At the end of the day, it came down to Clemson. He told us earlier in his recruiting process that the people at Clemson really impressed him. He liked how they were genuine and transparent with him. They put him in the right direction, and they shot straight with him. So he really appreciated that. He also sees an opportunity there at Clemson to play relatively early with some of the defensive ends who will be leaving by the time he gets there. Plus, he likes Chris Rumpf a lot and and Coach Rumpf's assistant, Daquan Bowers. So a lot of things that he liked there at Clemson. That's why he chose the Tigers, became their 14th commitment in the 25 class, the second at defensive end. South Carolina came up short on another offensive line target on Saturday when offensive tackle Cortez Smith of Lilburn, Georgia, announced a commitment to Georgia over the Gamecocks. He also had Florida State and Miami in his finals four. Smith made his official visit to USC the first weekend in June. He made several other visits to USC as well. And the Gamecocks also missed on a center target, Isaac Soles of Louisville, when he committed to NC State. Now, the Gamecocks might be more fortunate with 2026 linebacker Keenan Britt, 6'2", 230 of Oxford, Alabama. He's got a final list of USC, Auburn, Arkansas, Ole Miss, and Oregon. He's going to commit on a video. He's going to release a commitment video between 7 and 8 o'clock Eastern Time on the 29th. He said he's still processing, but he said, I'll tell you what, South Carolina's real high in my thinking. Their interest level showed they are real high on me. He said the Gamecocks offered him kind of late, but they've been showing so much energy with him since then. And he just loves everything about that. He's been hearing a lot from the Gamecocks. He talks to Shane Beamer quite a bit. He hears from Clayton White, and their new personnel director, Darren Usher, has also been in touch with him quite a bit. So, listen to him talk. South Carolina appears to be in a really good spot with him right now. But he also said that he's getting a strong push from some other schools as well who are coming at him pretty hard like the Gamecocks. He mentioned Oregon and Arkansas have been working him hard as well. So he said this is the big week. He wants to see who communicates with him the most and really, works him hard this week, and that's going to make a big difference in what he decides to do. And, again, that decision coming out a week from tonight. The next commitment announcement for South Carolina, in terms of one they're involved with, will be on Thursday. Rock Hill wide receiver Malik Clark, who's announcing at noon. He's got Florida State, NC State, and North Carolina as well on his short list. So the upcoming schedule besides Clark has got Laganza Hayward, safety, a USC target on the 27th. Clemson target, offensive lineman Nelson McGuire on the 31st. Clemson and USC target, safety Kendall Daniels on the 2nd of August. USC target, offensive lineman Juan Gaston on August the 2nd. USC target, offensive lineman Jalen Gilchrist on August the 3rd. And USC target, defensive end Jared Smith on August the 3rd. Be right back. Couple of more recruiting notes, then MJ Ward is going to join us. Couldn't get these in before the break. As I mentioned, live period, just a week of it, comes up later this week. 2026 safety Samari Matthews, from over not too far from downtown Charlotte, plans to visit South Carolina Friday and Florida State Saturday and Sunday. 2026 linebacker Anthony Davis of Loganville, Georgia, plans to visit Clemson on July 27th. Offensive lineman Eli Dorton, 6'5", 290 of Clinton, Tennessee, committed to Furman. And Clemson picked up two more transfers in baseball. Right-handed pitcher Michael Gillen, coming from Seton Hall. He is pretty highly regarded. 5-1 with 4 saves, a 1.51 ERA, struck out 70 of 274 batters faced, and pitched to a 225 batting average. And Wake Forest transfer left-hander Hudson Lee from Dorman also headed to Clemson. He only pitched an inning in 2 seasons with the Demon Deacons. Well, there you go. Now, with the recruiting report tonight,